20 bucks. 20 bucks. Be on the line for 20 bucks. They keep on playing. Nobody's paying. No bands, some nickels and some dimes. Hi everybody. Hi Jabor. Welcome. It's Jabor from Montreal, a fantastic group. Hi everybody. I'm Maggie, Mrs. Calabash. Come into my kitchen. Today is a very special day. I'm welcoming all our Facebook fans and friends, and we're also welcoming some viewers from Rogers Television. So please come in, feel at home, join the club, chat and welcome. Now today, the weather is changing. I'm fed up with cold food. I want warm food. I don't want heavy winter food. So this is a really nice middle of the road dish which doesn't take long to cook, and it's coconut noodles with chicken and shrimp, and it's using rice noodles, and you can leave out the fish sauce or put in a substitute if anybody's gluten-free. Just make sure that the soy sauce is gluten-free, but you can substitute a vegetarian thing for the fish sauce. Won't taste quite the same, but it's fine if anybody has an allergy towards fish sauce. So let's go back to the start. Oh, before we start, a lot of the recipes I use ask for sherry. That's great round about Christmas time. I always have dry sherry in, but the rest of the year, no. So I actually use some cooking sherry, which you can buy from the supermarket. This has got sherry in it, but it's also got seasoning in it, so that you can't drink it. It's unedible, but it's great in the cooking, and it's an easy way of keeping sherry in, very cheap, and then it adds to the dish. A glug of that in soup, marvellous. So let's go back to the stove. Derek is in chaos today. He's having to do 4 different jobs, and he's only got 2 hands, and he's having to try and press 4 knobs at the same time. So I'm probably not going to help him either by juggling around. So we need 2 pans on the stove for this. I've already cooked the noodles. I put them to soak, just cook them for a few minutes, and then I've put them to drain. So we've got oil in here. Now you see I've got all my recipe there. So let's have a look. I've done we don't want it to sprout out too much, but we want it to get warm. This is shrimp and chicken combined, and I use breast of chicken, and I cut it very, 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 very small, because the shrimp will cook faster than the chicken, and we're cooking them both together. So it's a good way of using up, if you've only got a little bit of something, then you can use the ends up. Now that's garlic, which has been well and truly minced. We're going to add a little onion to that. I've got exactly 28.5 minutes to do this dish. How I'm going to work out the half a minute, I don't know, but anyway, it's going to be fun trying. There we are. Just turn up the heat a little bit. We want to cook the onion so it's transparent, but not overcooked. Let's put that in there. And we're going to serve this with a couple of sauces. One which our Facebook friends know, and that's a boom boom sauce. And the other is a Thai sauce, which is really, really hot. So you just need a little at a time, but I like it. But there again, I like all my spicy food, as you know. There we are, look, you see, we're stirring for 30 seconds, we've done that. I mean, it's just a rough guide. How long is 30 seconds? Some onions cook quicker than others. Now, with all these recipes, if there's something in there that you don't like or you want to add something, do it. This is coconut milk. Beautiful coconut milk. Put that in there. And we're just going to bring this up to the boil. There we are. There. We've done the coconut milk. I want to bring it up so it's bubbling. So it's bubbling hard. Now you see, this is where I've got the shrimp and the chicken. I've mixed it all together. Now just make sure when you chop in shrimp and chicken, put on a board that you can either bleach, put lots of hot water on it, hot soapy water, and or put it in the dishwasher, because it could have salmonella on it. So we're just going to add this. Like that. Let's get rid of that. So we're just going to stir this around. The shrimp will turn pink when they're starting to cook. Now, you see, I'm not adding any salt and pepper to it at the moment. We're relying on all the spices. We can season this at the end. We can season this at the end. There we are. We're just going to add this. I want to cook it until it's cooked. There we are. We can turn that up. This is tamarind paste. Now, I bought some tamarind, it'd be the fruit, the pulp from the tamarind. And it was in a packet, but once it's opened, then it doesn't keep very long. And so I made my tamarind paste up, all the pulp, just put it in some water to soak, and then I put it through a food processor, and if there's still any pips or stones in there, take them out, and I put them in a freezer tray and froze little bits. And so I've always got it when I need it. Now, I did see in the grocery store the other day that you can actually buy tamarind pods. This is what I'm going to do next time. I've never seen them before, and this was in the local store. Tamarind pods, so you pop them and push out all the nice flesh and then carry on. And so I soaked this with water, warm water, and I've got a little fish sauce in there. So let's put that in. Tamarind adds a nice, it's a sharp flavour. Now, if you don't have tamarind, or you can't get hold of tamarind, and then if you can't get it, that's a little bit of shell in there, then lime juice and sugar will create the same taste. Then you've got the sweetness and the sourness. There we are. Now I am going to taste this at this stage because I want to see what this tastes like. Oh, it's beautifully smooth. I think it might need a little salt when we finish, but that is rather nice. So I'm going to move that over to there, like that. Just put it on to keep cooking, like so. And in a second wok or skillet, we've got bean shoots, a little salt, sugar, tomato juice, tomato paste. So what we're going to do is I've combined the tomato paste with water. So we're going to add the remainder of the coconut milk. That's 1 coconut milk there, 1 cup of coconut milk for each container. So we want that to come up to the heat. And this is the tomato paste with the water and a little fish sauce. So let's get that cooking and bubbling. And this is actually a 3-tiered dish when you serve it. You've got the noodles, the chicken, the noodles in this sauce, the chicken, and then the garnish on the top of that. Just turn that down. I don't want it to overcook. If you overcook the shrimps, then they go hard. So let's just turn that down a little bit. This is bubbling nicely. That was a little sugar that needs to go in. There we are. Just a little sugar to take away the tartness. These are nice and hot. Now, the noodles. Let me just get them. I did put these to soak for 15 minutes in cold water. And then I cook them just for a few minutes, just so that they were cooked through. I don't want to overcook them, because if you overcook them at this, when they get to this stage, they all go mushy. So we just want to make sure that all the noodles are actually heated through and coated with the sauce. Look, you can see they're all coated. Now we're going to taste that, because it might need a little bit of seasoning on there. Don't forget your sauces. You've got the sauces to eat with it, so they are well seasoned as well. So let's just taste that. Woohoo! It definitely needs something added to it. It's nice, but it's not got that warmth. This is my seasoning, a Mrs. Calabash seasoning, which is 3 of salt to 1 of pepper. So let's put a little of that in. I did cook the noodles in salted water. Green peppers. That was just a little something that I left out. And we're going to divide the bean shoots, 3/4 for this for the noodles, and 1/4 just to spread on the top. Now just wash the bean shoots out, rinse them, because they could have a salmonella on them. I'm going to taste that. Ha! If I can get it out. There we are. It's got a beautiful coconut flavour. Turn that down to low. When I've cleared my mouth, let's go back to the butcher block and we'll just make the sauces. So come back with me. This sauce, sorry Derek, I didn't tell you I was going back. He's got to keep an eye on me. This sauce is a young Thailand hot sauce, and it is very, very hot. So eat it with caution. You can reduce the amount of chilies that you put in if you want to reduce the heat. If you don't have fingers like me, which are like asbestos, wear gloves if you're chopping up the chilies. I did seed the chilies. So chilies, lemon juice, and this is best if you make it and put it on one side for at least half an hour. so that all the flavours mingle. Garlic, sugar, and a little fish sauce. I'm not even going to attempt to try this. Oh, I don't know. Let's have a go. See, I'm not going to try any chilies. Just see if the smoke comes out of my top of my head. Yes, that is really good. I need a drink. Excuse me. Oh, it's nice and salty. I've used lemon juice there, but I don't see why you couldn't use lime juice or a mixture of the two. So I'm going to pour that into there. It's not a very. I might pour it into another little dish in a minute. Oh, excuse me. Now this is a bum bum sauce, which I use quite a lot. It's mayonnaise with a little fish sauce, and I use my own chili sauce. Take the tin away. Thank you. My sauce. I make chili sauce, and this is a sweet chili sauce. I'm diabetic, and I find that the commercial chili sauces are far too sweet. So with this, I use cider or rice vinegar. I personally prefer a rice vinegar because it's sweeter. I only put 1/4 of a cup of sugar in. If you like something a little sweeter, then put 1/2 cup in. Again, sherry. 2 tablespoonfuls of sherry, 30 millilitres. Hot sauce. The hot sauce, your favourite hot sauce, put some of that in. And then put this in a pan, bring it up to the boil. Now, if you want a more liquid sauce, just let it cook for a minute or two, then add the cornstarch to thicken. If you prefer a thicker sauce, reduce it by 1/2. And I keep this in the fridge in a jar, the chili sauce, and I add it to all sorts of things, and it's great. In fact, for lunch today, I had it on a piece of homemade bread, a very thin coating of chili sauce with cheese and tomato, and it was great. So, and then just add the cornstarch and cook it. Now, just keep cooking for about another minute or two once it thickens, so that the cornstarch cooks. Otherwise, it tastes a bit raw. And so what we're going to do is just mix these together. Now, again, with this, if you don't like it too hot, cut down on the hot sauce. If you want a hotter sauce, add a little more hot sauce. None of these recipes are written in stone. This is a favourite of mine with spring rolls. I like to dip the spring rolls into this. So it can be used as a dip, and the chili sauce can be used as a marinade, as a rub, as a dip. I'm going to taste that. Mind you, there's not much I can do about it at the moment. That's good. Yes. It doesn't, unlike the Thai sauce, doesn't come out and hit you immediately. So, let's just put this in here. And again, this will keep in the fridge for a couple of days. Cover it over well. I'm going to just rinse out. Whoops, clatter, clatter, clatter. I'm going to rinse out that dish because I want to put that Thai sauce in there. I want you to see the colour because it does look rather nice. This is quite handy because it's got a, there, look. It looks so much more attractive on the table when you can see it. So have some nice little dishes. That needs cleaning round. Let's just clean this round like this. I'm going to put, let's have a look, what have I got here? A little cilantro. Little cilantro in there. And just lay a leaf of cilantro there. So that's a nice sauce. If you go in some of the restaurants in England, the Thai restaurants, you're greeted at a table and you're always presented, and it's the same with the Indian restaurants, you're presented with a bowl of sauce like that and something to dip into it, a little bread, and you wait eating that whilst your meal's cooked, which is rather nice. So let's have a look and see how everything's doing on the stove. I'm going back to the stove, Derek. Yep. Poor man, he's sort of, he doesn't know. I'm just going over there to get a dish because we want quite a large dish so we can put the noodles, the chicken and everything else on the top. So come on, back to the stove. The noodles first. Turn that off, turn that off. Assuming it would be, yes, Annette, it would be really nice. I have some comments coming through, and it would be really nice to use scallops and mussels. Yes, I totally agree with that. I love scallops and mussels. Just push it round to the corners like that. And now we need the chicken and the shrimp. Now you notice that those noodles are quite dry. But this is liquid, so all that juice is going to be absorbed by the noodles. I'm picturing shrimps. I'm picturing scallops in here. One of my favourite. There we are. Oh, we lost one, look. Another one. Now we have got some bean shoots left over. Let's just put that in there. So scatter some bean shoots on the top. I love bean shoots. And I think I better just slice those a little thinner. They're a little bit thick. Excuse me whilst I get another knife. Just push that there. Let's just So we want nice, colourful. Let's take that little bit out. I'm using red peppers today, whatever you've got. Actually, I should have thought, because I've got some purple peppers in the garden, and one of those would have looked rather nice on here. This is where I need David, one of Derek's friends. He decorates food. He used to do it for Derek's food program, Celebrity Cooks, and he's fantastic. Yeah, not like me. Yeah, I can smell it. Anita can smell it through the screen. I'm sending it to you, Anita. And so, some little bits of cilantro. If you don't like cilantro, then you can use parsley, but it does add, or if you've got it, you could use some Thai basil instead. That has a different taste to an ordinary basil. I tried growing some. I've not had any success this summer with basil. I tried 4 different lots and they've all died. And I've got 2 pots outside of Thai basil, which are looking so sad. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if it was too hot or what. There we are. We're just putting some cucumber slices around the edge to add a little more colour. There we are. We can't put another one in there because we don't have one, but that's fairly even. We'll just tidy up the table. Right, that's it. We're served. Lunch or supper is served. A nice dry white wine, some crusty bread, some low music, and you're made for the weekend. So thank you very much, everyone, for watching. I hope you enjoy. Stay safe, stay well, and we'll go out with Jabor again. And 20 bucks. 20 bucks. 20 bucks. Bye, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, the recipes will be up online as soon as we finish. So please go to Mrs. Calabash Cooked on Facebook, watch the recipes. Thank you. 20 bucks.